up, crypto family? This is the Crypto Addict back here with another video talking about the news with cryptocurrency and things going on in our world with the monetary system. Just like to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. I probably won't make another video unless something really exciting happens. But I saw some articles that I really wanted to cover with you guys, and some connections here with Ripple especially. So let's start it off with Ripple's big raise. Ripple, the company behind the XRP cryptocurrency, has revealed a $200 million funding round. The company is now valued at $10 billion. The announcement sent the price of XRP sharply higher to 19 cents per XRP token, a bump of about 4%. According to the company, the new funds will be used to grow the number of banks and payments companies using the cryptocurrency XRP for international transactions. Now, I know a lot of y'all know this already, especially everybody on Twitter. It's been all over the place, but I really just wanted to cover it again and just show this right here. According to the company, the new funds will be used to grow the number of banks and payment companies using the cryptocurrency XRP for international transactions. That's big news. That's a lot of money that they're pumping into the coin that we're invested in. Crypto on the hill. This is another piece of exciting news that I'm sure a lot of y'all know, but I just wanted to cover it again just so it sinks in a little bit more. As Congress prepares to recess for the holidays and lawmakers and regulators continue to grapple with the implications of Facebook's Libra, a new bill has surfaced that would provide a sweeping regulatory framework for digital assets, including cryptocurrencies. The draft legislation is called the Cryptocurrency Act of 2020, and its goal is to clarify which federal agencies regulate digital assets and to require those agencies to notify the public of any federal licenses, certifications, or registrations needed to create or trade in such assets. This was something else that was really cool. Cryptocurrencies are normally prohibited in regular IRAs, which can only hold securities like stocks, bonds, certificates of deposit, and mutual funds or ETFs. However, the IRS has clarified that cryptocurrencies are taxed as property and as such can be held in a self-directed IRA. While IRAs are a somewhat complicated area of the tax code, they come with significant tax benefits. Elsewhere, what we got right and wrong about crypto in 2019, that's extra on, this is all on Forbes, by the way. So moving from that, today I read this from the federalreserve.gov. This is a press release. Federal Reserve approves modifications to National Settlement Service and Fedwire Fund Service to support enhancements to the same-day automated clearinghouse service. Now, keep that in mind, the clearinghouse service, because we're going to get to some stuff that I was digging up from back in January, tied to Ripple, and it's really cool in my opinion. It will just show that the plumbing, as Jay Clayton said, is coming around. The Federal Reserve Board on Monday approved modifications to the Federal Reserve Bank's National Settlement Service, NSS, and Fedwire Fund Service to support enhancements to the same-day automated clearinghouse ACH service. The board also approved changes intended to reduce the risk that the modified service closings and cutoffs would increase the frequency of delays to the reopening of the Fedwire Fund Service. Finally, the board approved corresponding changes to the Federal Reserve Policy on Payment Systems Risk, PSR policy, related to a new posting time for transactions and an increased daylight overdraft fee. So I'm not going to read all this, but I am going to go down to here. The amended NACHA rules changes require modifications to the Federal Reserve Bank's payment service closings and cutoffs so that the private sector ACH operator, the Clearinghouse, there it is, the Clearinghouse Payments Company, LLC, can settle same-day ACH transactions later in the day via the National Settlement Service. Now, we're going to skip away from this for a second, and we're going to look at the Clearinghouse Payments Company, LLC. So, we're down here. This is also on Let's go here. So I got this article. It's back from January 23rd, 2019, and I'm going to give a shout out to today's XRP news. But this is back in January 23rd, 2019, and it says, "What I'm about to show you has probably gone unnoticed by most in the community. This is one massive partnership, and wait to see the list of banks that are connected. This partnership between Ripple, D+H Corporation, and Global Pay Plus started all the way back in 2015 and is about to come to life. D+H was a global payment and lending technology provider serving nearly 8,000 financial institutions, specialty lenders, community banks, credit unions, governments, and corporations, including Canada's largest banks. D+H joined forces with Ripple back in October of 2015 to deliver innovative payment capabilities by integrating Global Pay Plus." This says, New York, October 11, 2015, CNW DH Corporation, a leading provider of technology solutions to financial institutions globally, today announced that it has partnered with Ripple to deliver innovative payment capabilities by integrating Global Pay Plus as global payment services hub with Ripple's distributed ledger technology, creating a foundation for further disruptive payments innovation. A year later, in February of 2016, D+H announced that it has successfully integrated blockchain distributed ledger technology into its global payment service offerings. The blockchain solution was developed as an extension of D+H's Pay Plus solution. D+H's global Pay Plus solution to move money in real time. In early February, financial technology provider DH Corporation announced it successfully integrated blockchain distributed ledger technology into its global payment services offerings. Okay, so what does this all mean? Let's fast forward another year. It is now December 5th, 2017, and we have D+H with Global Pay Plus blockchain fully integrated. Evolve Capital puts out a weekly news update, source below P42, and PNC, a known Ripple partner, announces that they are live on RTP. The clearinghouse's, you hear that? The clearinghouse's new U.S. real-time payment system, which uses Finastra's payment services hub, Fusion Payments. Fusion Payments is a former Global Pay Plus. Do you see where we're going? Keep reading along. PNC already uses Fusion Payments, formerly Global Pay Plus, for wire payments processing and has expanded its services to include real-time payments to meet market demand for faster payment solutions. Integrating RTP enables the bank to provide its clients with the speed, certainty, and irrevocability of real-time payments, which are now available in the United States. Now here comes the good stuff. Do a quick Google search on the Clearinghouse Payments Company. Let's go to that. We're going to go click on it. The Clearinghouse Payments Company, LLC, PAYCO, is a U.S.-based limited liability company formed by Clearinghouse Association. PAYCO is a private sector payment system infrastructure that operates on an electric check clearing and settlement system, SVPCO, a clearinghouse, and a wholesale funds transfer system. Member banks, we've got Banco Santander, Bank of America, the Bank of New York Mellon, MUFG Union Bank, BB&T, Capital One, Citibank, Comerica, Deutsche Bank, HSBC, JP Morgan Chase, KeyBank, PNC Financial Services, Citizens Financial Group, Regions Financial Corporation, UBS, US Bank Corp, Wells Fargo. Payments companies shared board seat, City National, Fifth Third Bank, First Citizens, M&T. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to look at this again. The Clearinghouse Payments Company, LLC, can settle same-day ACH transactions later in the day via the National Settlement Service. And they are working with the Federal Reserve. Everything's connected. We're going to go back and we'll read the rest of this. Okay, so just like I did, let's review the member banks of the Clearinghouse Payment Company. Do any of these banks look like announced Ripple partners? Santander, yes. Bank of America, yes. Bank of New York Mellon, yes. And the list goes on and on. So why does all this matter? because the clearinghouse is set up to offer real-time payments by 2020, but their go-live date is set for Q2 2019. SWIFT will be offering real-time payments offered by the clearinghouse. Do you see what's going on here? The world will be powered by Ripple. Now, I was just reading that article that came out today on the Federal Reserve, and I read the clearinghouse company. I remember reading articles like this a while back, and this is from January 2019, and we've got all this stuff coming up, like where it says here. So why does all this matter? Because the clearinghouse is set up to offer real-time payments by 2020, but their go-live date is set for Q2 2019. So 2020, and Ripple just came out with that article talking about 2020 is going to be the year of digital currencies. That's when we're getting regulations. Everything's just kind of coming together here. I really enjoyed this article by today's XRP News, and it just went hand in hand with what we're reading on the Federal Reserve Board using the clearinghouse payment system, who is partnered through Ripple through all these other banks. So this is from July 21st, 2015. Federal Reserve announces steering committees of new payments task forces. A lot of y'all already know about this, but I just wanted to bring it up again. Faster Payments Task Force. What we got here? Federal Reserve on Tuesday announced the members of the steering committees of both the Faster Payments Task Force and Secure Payments Task Force described in the strategies for improving the U.S. payment system. Paper released in January 2015. Representatives were elected by the membership to represent stakeholder categories within each task force. 3 appointments were made by the Federal Reserve Task Force chair to ensure that stakeholder perspectives were sufficiently represented. The steering committees will advise the Federal Reserve Task Force chair on meeting agendas and assist in prioritizing the various tasks for force activities. The committees will also assist in establishing and recommending the scope of work groups, synthesizing task force perspectives, and determining items in need of task force deliberation. We are thrilled to have the commitment, expertise, and perspectives of these individuals to help us identify opportunities to advance the speed and security of U.S. payments, said Gordon Workema, Federal Reserve Payments Strategy Director. The task forces have chosen an outstanding team to help guide these efforts and provide a balanced representation of payment stakeholder interests. So, Ripple is a part of this task force. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, Ryan Zagone, Ripple Labs, right there. Bam. And a lot of these banks are Ripple partners. I mean, I can just show a few right here. Frank Pirelli, BNY Mellon. You got the Bancorp Bank, I believe. Could be wrong about that. Anyway, this is really exciting. Coming into 2020 with regulations. The Federal Reserve using the Clearinghouse Payments Company, LLC, using same-day ACH transactions later in the day via the National Settlement Service. I mean, they're just literally laying out the foundation for Ripple to be in every part of the world. And with them getting the 200 million, from these like superpowers like BIS and Route 66, I believe. Anyway, it's really exciting times. Just have to say, hodl strong. 19 cents is nothing in comparing to what it will be worth in the near future. Just keep holding strong. If you know the technology and you know the company backing it, the company is worth $10 billion right now. Since 2014, that's a quick come up. Like, they are doing things right. They're hiring all the right people. I just have to say, keep hodling. Keep hodling. All right, well, that was all for today on the news. I just thought that was interesting, and the connections there are real and awesome. I just want to say real quick, it's the holidays, it's Christmas time. Um, go out there, spend some time with your family, friends. If you don't have either, find somebody, hang out with them, have a good time. You know, uh, this is a wonderful time to be alive, and you know, whoever you got near you, just hold on to them. You know. All right. Well, that's it for me. Crypto Addict out.